Good afternoon. I did not record breakfast this morning because I just had a bowl of cereal. I had shredded oats. I put bananas and almond milk in there. Just had a simple bowl of cereal. Right now it's lunchtime and I'm going to make kale chips. So the first step to making kale chips is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So what you do is you take your kale, and a salad spinner is the best choice. I don't have a salad spinner, so I'm using a strainer. And you're just going to remove the kale from the stem. You can tear it off by hand, you can trim it with scissors. I've already done a few pieces. I didn't want to make you sit there and watch me trim kale for 5 minutes. And you're going to rinse your kale. Give it a little toss. Now, since I don't have a salad spinner, I'm going to use paper towels to absorb the extra moisture from the kale. So I've got my large plate. I'm just going to lay 2 paper towels down and put my kale on there. Obviously, a salad spinner is easier and a little more environmentally friendly because you're not using up paper towels, but we all do the best we can. And every little bit I do to help the environment counts. And I know that I am very frugal with my paper towel usage, and so if once in a while I need to use a paper towel, it's not the end of the world. You're going to put your kale on a baking sheet, and if you have parchment paper, laying a piece of parchment paper down is the best, or you can use some oil. I have vegetable oil. It's the only oil I have in the house, so I pour it a little on the pan and I just spread it out. So now that your kale chips are, or your kale, they're not kale chips yet, are dried, I need another little push to absorb some of that. You're going to make sure they're in bite-sized pieces, and you're going to put them onto your oiled pan. So once your kale chips are all on your pan, you're going to drizzle them with oil. Most people use olive oil. I have vegetable oil here, so the best thing is if you have an oil spritzer, you can spritz them with the oil. I don't own an oil spritzer, so I'm just very carefully shaking little droplets of vegetable oil into my kale chips. And then you're going to use some salt. So salt them to your choice. I like them kind of salty. Once your kale chips are on your pan and oiled and salted, the next step is to stick them in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And they're ready. Always use an oven mitt when grabbing items out of the oven. It will hurt your bare hand if you don't. just use a spatula to loosen them. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're crispy. They could even be more well done than that, but this is well done enough for me. Enjoy! I am eating my kale chips with some kombucha. I do like the original kombucha, but my store has all sorts of cool flavors. So this is organic and raw, but it's cherry chia. So it has raw kombucha, raw chia seeds, and cherry juice in it. And it's pretty delicious. I don't know if you followed along yesterday, but I was feeling, I don't want to say guilt, because you should never feel guilty about your choices. We're humans, we're not perfect, and it's not going to kill you to eat crap. And on top of that, I didn't eat crap. I ate a fairly healthy version of potato chips. But kale has more nutrients than potato chips. And yes, when you cook food, you cook some of the nutrients out, but potato chips are cooked. And I just want to say that I actually, in all honesty, like these kale chips better than the potato chips I had yesterday. So if you're craving chips, try the kale chips. And the other update is that I didn't feel good, not sick. I didn't feel sick, but I didn't have as much energy yesterday when I ate like the processed foods. It wasn't emotional, it was just physical. I've been feeling really energized and clear-headed for the most part, and I felt foggy when I didn't eat clean whole foods. So just keep that in mind as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day.